Good morning, guys, and welcome to a new reading vlog. I thought I would just start by giving you a bit of a rundown on what I hope my week to be. So this is the final week of January, so I wanted to do some good reading, finish off my TBR, which is a good goal. And I don't know what else I want to do in my life, whether I want to go anywhere or do anything. It's my first week back at work this week. I am feeling very positive. Don't know how long that's going to last, but I am feeling good. So my first goal is to finish off The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V. Schwab. I cannot wait to finish this. So far, I am just past halfway. I'm on page 284. I am loving this story. I love the characterization. I love how everything is developed. The glare is terrible because I've chosen the worst time to film. But I absolutely adore this book. I cannot wait to finish. I'm obsessed. It's so good so far. Then me and Brooke today are going to be starting Hunger by Michael Grant. This is the second book in the Gone series. I have orange sprayed edges because I'm fancy. And this is my second and final chance for Gone. I read Gone back in September and I did not like it. I thought it was a very bad book in terms of representation, in terms of writing style. I gave it a 2-star rating and I wanted to carry on the series because whilst I didn't enjoy a lot of aspects about it, I really thought the story was interesting and I wanted to carry on and find out more. So Brooke and I are trying out book 2 and I'm really excited to try it. I don't really know what it's about and I can't really give you any information anyway because it is a sequel book. Then the only other book on my TBR after that is Find You First by Linwood Barclay. I got this as an ARC and the book comes out the first week of February, so I wanted to get it done this month so that I am well ahead of my ARCs. And if I get a chance, I'm not sure I'm going to, but nicest way possible, probably going to be a DNF. If that is a DNF or if I do have time because I binged them all, I'm also going to be starting Into the Water by Paula Hawkins because that is my personal in-life book club's book. But that isn't set in stone, it's not on the TBR. I'm just going to see how it goes. That is it, guys. So for now, I'm going to go and I will chat to you guys a little later on to let you know how my reading's going. Bye. Good evening, team. I thought I would just give you a quick update now before I get into bed because it is Monday night. I am shattered. I have had my first day back at work today. It's not really been trying as such because I've not had as many meetings or anything like that. It's just been casual, me doing some work in preparation for meetings tomorrow and things like that. So it hasn't been too bad. It's been a sense of normality I definitely needed. So it's been alright. I've also had a video call with Brooke today. We've done a lot of reading and we watched an episode of Once Upon a Time. And really we just had a chat and a catch up, which was always lovely. But in terms of reading, me and Brooke have actually started the second book in the Gone series, which was Hunger. We said we was going to carry on with that because we both read it. We both didn't like Gone. And we thought it'd be only fair to continue because the story was interesting. We just didn't like how it was written, etc. So we both give it a fair crack. Brooke gave it more of a go than I did, if I'm honest. But in the end, we both decided that we want to DNF because we did not like it. We didn't like the first book. And reading the second book, we both realised that it was still going to be no more than a 2-star. Just based on the writing, nothing had changed. The plot had carried on. And already within the first 50 pages, there was so much wrong. There was fat shaming. There was very bad autism representation that carried on from the first book. It was great. And then the plot itself was just not that great and the writing style was not that great. And when I got back to it, I just thought, I actually don't care. I don't want to read it. I'm done. I'm done with all the bad representation. I'm done with the fat shaming. I'm done with everything. So we DNF'd. And as a result of that, it means we have DNF'd the entire Gone series, which, to be fair, I'm really happy with because that has got 5 books off my TBR. And I'm so happy. They don't class as DNFs because I don't know whether I've explained this to you before, but I only class books as DNFs if I get over 50 pages. Because before that, it's just kind of like a try a chapter thing. And if I don't hit 50 pages, I don't feel as though I've given the book enough of a go to say, this is a DNF, this is a book I've actively put down because I didn't want to read it. Sometimes I'm just not vibing, sometimes I'm not with it, so I'm just like, no, goodbye. But if I hit less than 50 pages, I don't feel as though I can really be justified in giving an opinion. So I just pretend they never existed, take them off my Goodreads, say, no. Because I don't want to give a book a DNF, I'll put it on that shelf, I'll be negative to the author if I've not given that book enough of a go to explain why I've DNF'd. Granted, I did DNF Michael Grant's because I had a lot of problems, but I didn't class it as a DNF. So technically, still not had any DNFs this month, and I'm okay with that. But in terms of what I have read, I have made it to part 5 of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is page 361. There are 540 pages in here, so it's not too long to go. About 180 pages to go, which I think I will absolutely smash and do tomorrow. I don't know, but I could. I am working tomorrow. I do have team meetings, so maybe it'll be less. But I'm listening to this with the audiobook and reading along, so I'm just going off how fast the audiobook is. And according to the audiobook, I've got about 3 hours left, so I could easily do this. But yeah, I've DNF'd the Gone series, read up to my pages of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I'm about to get in bed because Addie LaRue, the book is split up into parts, and I don't feel comfortable starting a new part if I can't finish it. So I'm just going to leave it and go to bed. But what I'm going to do is I am going to start reading Find You First by Linwood Barclay on my Kindle. It is the last book on my January TBR. It is an arc which is out at the start of next month, and I want to make sure I'm very much ahead of the game with it and keeping ahead of my arcs like I wanted. That's going to be my evening. Quick update for you. Hopefully not too much to say. I'm just going to go get in bed because it's been a long day. I'm tired. It's going to get even longer because I'm going to have to get back into the routine of work. It's fine. I'm feeling good. I am feeling positive. It's a sense of normality I need, but I am absolutely shattered. So I'm going to read a tiny bit of this before bed because it is actually 11:45. So I'm probably just going to read this till about 12, maybe 15, and then go sleep. But I will chat to you guys tomorrow and let you know how I'm doing with Addie LaRue and Find You First. And hopefully it'll all be a good day. I hope you guys are having a nice week so far. See you guys later. Bye. I have just finished The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I am still speechless. I'm gonna be honest. I am still speechless by this book. I don't really know what to say about it. I adored it. I loved every second of this story. It was so perfect an ending. I could not have asked for a better ending. All the way through, I was trying to guess what was going to happen and trying to figure it out. And if you have not read this book, read it. I don't want to get a bit caught up in the hype of it and say it was amazing, because I think it was absolutely amazing. I am giving this a 5-star. But I listened to it on audiobook whilst reading along. So if I wasn't, I feel as though I probably wouldn't be giving it that rating. It would still be a great rating, but I think it would probably be a 4-star or 4.5 maybe. Because I think it was sometimes a bit long. Maybe there were a couple of things that didn't need to be in there. But because I was listening on an audiobook and I was reading along, I didn't notice that. I really just loved every second, and I really sped through it. And I just fell in love with all of these characters and this story. And now I think about it, there was no way that this could end any other way. It had to end this way. And I've heard so many people say that. And when it came to it, I kept saying to myself, well, how can it end? It could end this way, it could end this way, it could end this way. And when people say there was no other way it could end, you tend to think that that's not true. But now I think about it, there was no other way it could end. It was perfect. And it's hard to formulate my thoughts on this book. It is beautiful. It is funny. It is heartbreaking. It really is life-affirming as well as really impactful, because it makes you think about things. It makes you think about the value of people in your life and how dependent we are on people and what being alone truly is. It really makes you think about all of that. And if you actually want to read this and you're debating getting the audiobook, the Scribd audiobook that I listened to was excellent. The narrator was wonderful. I loved it. It was fantastic. I need to go and process what I'm thinking. Hi guys, hope you're doing okay. I am going to put on a Booksfizz face mask whilst I read Find You First by Linwood Barclay, which is my final book of January, of my TBR, not of January. But it is also an arc that I had that is coming out at the start of February, so I wanted to get that read. I'm currently on sprints with The Welsh Reader and Joe Annotations, so it's going to be nice to read along and chat with those guys as well. It'll be lovely. Hopefully it will be very nice and chill, because I think that is what I need. You're doing okay. I just wanted to give you a quick update on my read of Find You First. I am on chapter 28, which is 47%. I was just going to update you when I got to 50%, but it's taken me a long time and I have to go to the shop soon before it shuts. So I just thought I'd update you now before I forgot, because otherwise it was just going to take me a long time And I don't know whether I'd wanted to do it later or not, so I thought I'd just update you now. So this story, I can't remember if I told you what it's about or not, but I'll tell you again just in case. So this story features a man called Miles Cookson, who is a millionaire, and he finds out that he is dying from Huntington's disease. He donated sperm to a sperm bank many years ago when he was strapped for cash, and as a result of that, he now has 9 children out there, and he decides that because he has this life-changing illness that could be passed on through his genetics, he wants to find all of his potential heirs and inform them that he is ill, and also give them some funding so that they have something in case they do get ill themselves. When he finds one of them, he discovers that the rest of his heirs are being picked off one by one because somebody does not want him to give them the money. I wasn't loving the plot before I started this, but I took a chance because it's a Linwood Barclay book, favourite author, love the guy. So I took a chance on the story. Now, 47% of the way in, I am a little bit disappointed. I feel as though it's still really entertaining, still a good story, but I just expect a lot more from Linwood Barclay. If you read books such as No Time for Goodbye, Too Close to Home, Never Look Away, Fear the Worst, things like that, those books were like so unique and so elite. They were some of the best books I have ever read. Not just by him, just in general. And then I read Elevator Pitch by him this year, and I was just a little bit disappointed with that one. And I'm feeling the same with this. It just feels like a bog standard thriller. It's still good. I'm still roughly around the 3.5 mark for terms of ratings, but it just feels bog standard. Like there's nothing unique and special about it. And that's what I've always associated Linwood Barclay with. All the twists and turns he has, and the fact that all of his stories were so unique in how he told them. And that's missing from these books. So I am disappointed so far. Like I'm 50% of the way in. Nothing much has happened. I'm not really loving it. It's fine. It's still a decent story. I'm still enjoying myself. But I do feel a sense of I'm let down by what's happening. Just because I hold him on such a high pedestal because of the books he has written before. And this one is just not matching up. And it's really upsetting me and it's bothering me. Hopefully it improves. I don't really know how I'm feeling about it so far. I know that I'm slightly let down, but it might improve. It might get a lot better. So I'll just have to see. But I will read more. I will update you and let you know how I'm feeling about that one. But for now, I need to run to the shop and then come home and rest and get some reading done. One thing I will say I've realised I hate in books with American authors is when they talk about young people, teenagers, and they just say, like, thank you so much, like, that's, like, amazing, like, stop saying, like, seriously. It's, I mean, it's been a few years since I've been a teenager. I'm not American. Maybe teenagers do walk around going, like, all the time. But, no. It feels stereotypically middle-aged man writing a teenager using like all the time. It's stressful, man. It's stressful. Good morning. It's been a morning. I thought I would give you a quick update on my daily plans. So, I woke up this morning to a text from Hermes saying that they were delivering a parcel that I'd ordered between 10 and 12. I woke up at 11. It's been a lying day, apparently. So I had a big panic thinking, oh my god, I've missed the delivery. Oh my god, they've just left it on the doorstep because that's what they do now and someone's nicked it all. Oh my god, it's been a stress. Checked. Hadn't been delivered yet, so I calmed down a little bit, but I've been waiting very, very closely because it's like 11:30, so I'm like, where you at? And went onto the email to check where it was. Realised it's not even coming to my house. I have my address and my nan's address set up on Hermes because sometimes I get stuff delivered here, sometimes when I'm working I get stuff delivered there, and it's just naturally sent to my nan's address. So it's not even here. So that was a stressful day, and now I'm going to have to go visit my nan to pick up all that stuff. I look mad, it's because I am. So I've just finished Find You First by Linwood Barclay, and I am devastated. I gave it a 2.5 star rating. The story itself was okay, but I need to point out that I've been a fan of Linwood Barclay for so long now, and I expect so much from him. And this book just really did not live up to that expectation. It really let me down. And I don't want to go into spoilers, so I really will try and keep this vague. But I feel as though the ending just got overly dramatic. I don't even know how to explain it without spoilers, but I won't do spoilers. But it got ridiculously dramatic. If you have no intention of reading the book, please feel free to let me know, because I want to tell people about this ending. But it was overly dramatic. Everything was so clear from the start. Like I said, I had predictions about where this was going to go, and I was hoping I was wrong. Every single thing was obvious. I knew. It's not because I even read a lot of thrillers, it's because the book made it so painfully obvious. There was one thing that actually shocked me. It wasn't even important to the plot. Yeah, it was quite a good twist. I really thought it was quite interesting and fun, but that was it. Overall, the story wasn't bad. The reason I gave it a 2.5 is because I felt it was a good story. But in terms of what I was expecting from Linwood Barclay and what I've come to know from him and what I hoped I would get, I was so let down. So, based on my personal enjoyment of the book, it would be 1.5, 2 star. The reason it is actually higher is because I feel as though someone going into this who does not have that expectation of what Linwood Barclay's writing is would love it, or they would really enjoy it, or they would find it a good read. Like, I think I'm confused as to whether I'm disappointed because the story was bad or because I've come to expect more. And I don't really know where I stand on that, which is why I gave it a 2.5, because I feel as though, considering my stance on it, I think that's incredibly fair. And I don't want to discourage anyone from reading the book, because it is still a decent story. It's just because I've come to expect so much more, I was really upset with how it went. Yeah. But that sucks. I thought I'd give you a quick update. So last night I finished reading Find You First, as I updated you with, and then I got into bed to start reading Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. I got 45 pages in, roughly, and I just really wasn't enjoying it. I don't know what the issue was. I just found it very repetitive and boring, and it just basically, the first 50 pages was everyone just reacting to the fact that a woman had died, and I'm like, right, okay, get into the story a bit. And then any sort of intrigue that was in there, I was like, don't really care as such. So it's a shame, because I was really hoping that it'd be a good book. And then on top of that, there were 12 chapters, and in those 12 chapters we got introduced to 8 different points of view, and that was a lot. I was like, I don't even know who each character is. It doesn't explain who each person is. Like, it says this person, but it doesn't explain who they are in relation to all the other people we know, and I was just really confused. So in the end, I put it down, and sadly, it is a DNF. Hi guys, I hope you're doing okay. It is Friday evening, and I've just finished Life of Riley Beginner's Luck by Simon James Green. Illustration is by Alexei Bitskov. This was so light-hearted. This is a middle grade about a young boy called Riley who, whilst at a fun fair, gets cursed by a fortune teller. Since then, Riley's life has gone downhill with a complete range of disasters, and the story is just so fun and light-hearted and crazy. It is an absolute disaster from start to finish, and I loved every moment of this. So I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give this a 4-star because I feel as though, not being the intended audience, it would have had a lot more of an impact on me had I been in the intended audience, but I still absolutely loved it. And this is a book I think I will reread because it was just so easy and fun. And I hope we get to see more from Riley in the future. It means I've still got the rest of this day and then 2 more days before the end of the month. So I need to pick up a new book. And I don't know what I'm going to read. Brooke said she's going to help me. I'm kind of feeling something easy right now. I don't feel as though my head is in it at the minute to do a dark adult thriller or something like that. But overall, I'm not doing too bad. I hope you guys are doing good. I will update you when I've picked a new book. So I will chat to you then. Bye. Hey guys, I just wanted to quickly update you and let you know Brooke has chosen for me to read Even If We Break by Marika Nijkamp. So that's what I'm going to be starting reading today. I'm on page 9 up to now. It's a relatively fast read. There are 306 pages, so it's not long at all. I'm hoping for something short that I can just take nice and casual, and this should hopefully take me up to the end of the month, and that'll be really easy for me and something nice. Because I still have 2 and a bit days left, or essentially 2 days after today, to finish this book, which is definitely doable because off work, it's weekend. Yeah, I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling positive about it all. But yeah, just wanted to update you and let you know what I was reading, and I'll chat to you guys tomorrow to let you know my thoughts on this super. Good evening. It is Saturday and I have just finished Even If We Break by Marika Nijkamp. I enjoyed it-ish. I thought the plot was just typical fun, easy murder mystery kind of thing, but a bit of an added twist with the role-playing plot line, which was quite interesting. However, the book didn't really do anything for me. The first 100 pages, like I said earlier, were quite slow. Then it hit this big point and then things just kept happening and happening and happening. And I was like, this is actually really, really interesting. I'm really enjoying this. And then it continued like that. And I debated going, this is going to be a 4-star book. I feel it because it's really picked up the pace and things like that. However, I just feel like once I got to the end, I was just a bit like, oh. Like, I feel as though it really did nothing new. This is just any bog standard murder mystery YA book. And all of those things I was really enjoying at the start, I was like, this is where it's going to pick up. This is where something's going to happen. I predicted the ending. I did predict what was going to happen. So that's a little bit disappointing. But overall, it wasn't a bad experience. I enjoyed it well enough, but I don't have any strong feelings towards it. It's like I'm glad I've read it, but I'm fine with being done. Probably not going to reread it. The one-time experience was good enough. So it wasn't a disappointing read. And if anyone asked if I could recommend a YA murder mystery, this probably wouldn't be the first one I'd recommend, but it would probably be on a list of books I would recommend. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. It was decent. It was fine. If you're new to YA mystery or you fancy just a casual, typical YA mystery, 100% go for that. But if you read it a lot and you think, I need something new, something that will give me a unique twist, something that will challenge me, this was very much lacking in that department. It was very good on representation, as in, it was good that it was there. I cannot speak as to whether the representation itself was good, but there was a lot of representation in there. There were non-binary characters, there were trans characters, there were bisexual. I think there were mention of bisexual characters, but I'm not 100% certain if that was confirmed or denied. There was disability rep, there was autism rep. So all of that is in there, and I really enjoyed seeing that representation. Again, like I said, I can't speak as to whether it was an accurate representation, being very much not part of any of those communities. But it was there. So maybe look for somebody, if you are interested in whether that is done well, look for somebody who can give you that opinion from an own voice's perspective. But overall, not bad, not great, no strong feelings. Probably should have stopped reading with the last book because I actually gave Life of Riley a 4 stars, so I ended on more of a negative note than I wanted. But overall, decent book. It was fine. But that is it. On tomorrow, Sunday, and I'm not going to start a new book because I'm not going to finish a new book by the end of the day. However, what I might do is make a start on my February TBR. My TBR went up today, Saturday, so 2 days ago by the time you're seeing this. And I might start with Ghosts of the Shadow Market, because they're short stories, so if I read like one of them tomorrow, it won't feel like a big gap or anything like that. That's the likeliest book I'm going to start. But I will chat to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you are all having a fabulous day, and I'll see you then. Good evening, guys. I just wanted to wrap up this vlog and let you know about what I've been doing. So today I haven't really done much reading. I have been having a bit of a rest day from it. I've done a little bit, but not too much. Spent the day watching TV. I've been editing you that you're watching now. I've been editing this vlog, getting that all ready so it's posted on Monday. Monday, which is tomorrow, I'm going to have to do a lot of work and do a lot of pre-filming for this week because it's my granddad's funeral on Wednesday, and I think Wednesday onwards might be a bit of a write-off. So I need to get everything done Monday and Tuesday. Ghost of the Shadow Market, I started it. I got to page 28. No opinions on it. I'm literally just midway in at the minute. We've been introduced to characters from the Chain of Gold series, so that's nice because new and it's interesting to learn more about characters. But yeah, today's been a write-off in terms of reading. I've just really focused on relaxing and getting the video edited and things like that. So that's it from me. Hopefully you guys have had a good week as well. Let me know what the best book you have read this week is down in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. So that is it. I will chat to you guys soon. It was lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. But that is it from me, guys. So I will chat to you later. Bye.